Prince William snubbed Harry at reception as vicar reveals exactly what happened. Despite the fact that Prince Harry and Prince William saw each other in person for the first time earlier this week at a ceremony, it seems as though their relationship has not improved. During the burial reception for Lord Robert Fellowes, the clergyman who was in charge of the event stated that he did not recall seeing the royal brothers conversing with one another. The memorial ceremony for their uncle, who was Princess Diana's brother-in-law, took place near to the royal Sandringham Estate. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell, so you don't miss any news about the British monarchy. Prince Harry flew from his home in the United States to join his brother at St. Mary's Church in Snettisham, Norfolk. The event was held in honor of their uncle. It was just as I was greeting the congregation on my way out that Prince William was shaking my hand, and then very quickly after that, Prince Harry did as well, Reverend Tansey said in an interview with The Sun. The fact that they had both arrived was a surprise, but it was a surprise that was truly, wonderfully delightful. During the reception that followed, he made a remark about the lack of interaction that occurred between the two brothers. He said, "I don't recollect them speaking to each other, although there were a lot of family members and friends speaking to them." During the funeral of Lord Fellowes, which took place in Norfolk, the brothers, who had been estranged from one another, joined other mourners. This was the first time that they had appeared in the same room together since May 2023. As a result of security concerns, Harry, who currently resides in the United States with his wife and 2 children, was initially scheduled to skip the service. However, he discreetly flew across to the United Kingdom in order to attend alongside William. It was a great ceremony, and there were a lot of people who wanted to be there for someone who was extremely well respected in the area, Reverend Tansey stated in reference to the service. "It was a lovely service," he continued by saying, "it was not a huge surprise that William was there, as it was always a possibility. Nevertheless, I believe it was more of a surprise that Harry had come." According to what he continued to say, "As we were leaving, both of them expressed their gratitude for the service, and I thanked them for coming." By the year 1978, Lord Fellowes had tied the knot with Lady Jane Spencer, the older sister of the late Princess Diana, following a period of service in the armed forces that lasted for 3 years, from 1960 to 1963. Not only was he connected to the royal brothers by his marriage to Lady Jane Spencer, but he also served as the press secretary to the late Queen Elizabeth II for a period of 13 years. As a result, he was a significant role in the royal family. There are no details available regarding the circumstances behind Lord Fellowes passing on July 29, at the age of 82. Since making the decision to step down as a senior working royal in the year 2020, Prince Harry has had very little communication with his brother. This is despite the fact that he will be celebrating his 40th birthday the following month. A number of high-profile interviews, in which additional allegations were made against the royal family, as well as the publication of Harry's memoir Spare, which was published in the previous year, contributed to the further escalation of the rift. The current gap between Prince William and Prince Harry is probably not going to be resolved when they got back together in the United Kingdom this week. The estranged brothers attended the funeral of Lord Robert Fellowes in Norfolk on Wednesday, when they joined other mourners in their grief. Since the month of May in the year 2023, this is the very first time that they have been seen in the same room together. In a revealing clue, the two were seen keeping their distance from one another, which suggests that their long-running battle is not yet finished. Because of security concerns, Harry, who currently resides in the United States, was initially scheduled to skip the service. However, he discreetly flew to the United Kingdom in order to attend the service with William. Reportedly, the brothers did not communicate with one another, despite the fact that there was optimism for a thawing in their relationship. William and Harry were both present, but we never saw them talk to each other, and they were maintaining their distance from one another, according to a second source who spoke to the publication. On the 27th of August, it is reported that the Duke of Sussex, who resides in California with Meghan Markle and their 2 children, took a flight from Los Angeles International Airport. Ever since the royal made the decision to stand down from his position as a senior working royal in the year 2020, he has had very little communication with his brother. The royal will be celebrating his 40th birthday the following month. The publication of Harry's memoir, Spare, which was published in the previous year and contained additional allegations against the royal family, further worsened the rift that had already existed. According to Harry, William had previously referred to Meghan as difficult, rude, and abrasive, and he even accused him of forcing him into a dog bowl. Harry made this assertion regarding William. The ongoing conflict between Prince William and Prince Harry may be irreparable, according to a royal specialist, and there is one particular issue that lies at the core of their disagreement. Following Harry's choice to walk aside from his duties as a member of the royal family and begin a new life in California with his wife, Meghan Markle, it appears that relationship between the brothers has been severed. In January of 2023, Harry published his controversial memoir, titled Spare, which further strained relations with his family by exposing the allegations that he had made against them. Harry asserted in the shocking book that Prince William referred to his wife as difficult, rude, and abrasive, and even accused him of pushing him into a dog bowl. Harry's allegations were made in the context of the book. In addition, it was asserted that King Charles was jealous of the Prince and Princess of Wales, and that he did not grant Meghan permission to accompany her husband to Scotland while the late Queen was on her deathbed. Former British Broadcasting Corporation royal correspondent Michael Cole is of the opinion that the future king remains unwavering in his stance, despite the fact that stories continue to surface regarding the possibility of the princes someday reconciling. With Harry having committed the unthinkable, there will be no softening in William's attitude towards him, as stated by Cole, an expert on the royal family. "What, men, cannot put up with are 2 things which they cannot abide with," Mr. Cole said in an interview with GB News America. He went on to say that their driving skills and they absolutely cannot allow their wife to be ridiculed. The Prince of Wales is getting ready to embark on a solo trip to New York City, following closely on the heels of his tour of Colombia with Meghan. According to the Mirror, a spokeswoman disclosed that Prince Harry intends to promote a number of his patronages and humanitarian initiatives when he is in New York City. The Earthshot Prize Innovation Summit, which will take place on September 24, 2024, is a project that is very important to Prince William. This journey will coincide with the event. On the other hand, it would appear that William will not be present this year. According to the Sunday Times, the royal siblings' most recent discussion took place at the funeral of Queen Elizabeth II in September 2022. This information sheds insight on the present state of relations between the royal siblings. During the solemn occasion, Harry's book titled Spare suggests that they barely spoke a word with one another. Regarding Harry's harsh remarks about Kate in his book, the paper also argues that William harbors deep-seated anger towards Harry. This is because Harry made those remarks. At this point in time, according to those with knowledge of the situation, William would prefer that Harry not attend his upcoming coronation. "They are separated, which is very sad," said a confidant, while another source close to William noticed that Harry is rarely discussed, saying, "This year his emphasis has very much been on his wife, his children, and his father." An additional source close to William reported that Harry is rarely mentioned. The next trip to New York City by Prince Harry will also be a significant return for him, as it will be the first time since October 2023 that he has visited New York City. This visit comes after the Archewell Foundation Parents Summit, Mental Wellness in a Digital Age, which took place in the previous year. The Vital Summit brought together parents who had suffered a sad loss as a result of their child's usage of social media. Additionally, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge participated in an emotional chat on stage alongside Surgeon General Vivek Murthy, which was chaired by Carson Daly. A new effort that was tied to that summit was launched by the couple earlier this year. They announced the launch of the Parents Network only a few days before Meghan turned 43 at the beginning of the month. This demonstrates that they are clearly committed to protecting children, while they are using the internet. When Prince Harry published his first book, Spare, a year ago, it became the non-fiction book that sold the most copies in the shortest amount of time, officially breaking the Guinness World Record. In addition, the paperback E.